Hello everyone, I hope I am audible and visible. Yes or no? Okay, so just let me know if I'm properly audible and visible. Let me check with the tech team at least. Yes, I'm properly audible and properly visible, so no issues. Right. Okay, so how's your Delhi entrance exam, ALIT? Yeah, like it was a bit shocking, but that's fine. Right. Like the way the pattern is being changed, the way the things are there, the way every other particular section was there. I'm pretty sure GK was quite good for all of you, and I'm pretty sure that GK was quite of easy to moderate level, and you have you are going to score best out of best. Yes or no? Cool. So before we are moving into the next week of the class, just make sure to have a proper revision of all the sections, right? Just make sure to have to go with the strategy that we had discussed in the classroom, right? Just go with all the things that you are having, all the resources and revision and everything, right? Hello Vishwajit, hello Sanskriti. So just don't forget you are having 1 week. If your NLE daily exam or elite exam didn't went according to you, right, the way you thought, and it isn't going well, that's not at all an issue, right? All you have to do is just remember the rule number one of any exam. Move on. Remember we had discussed this. Move on, right? Thank you, Vishweet. I still remember lots of questions that we had in today's paper. We had discussed those particular questions or the topic related to it. Right, whether that is Arun Goyal ho, whether that is hunger index ho, whether the different appointments ho, sports wala case ho, or any other thing ho. We had discussed a lot, so I'm pretty sure that you have scored good. Right, so yeah, I'm pretty sure with this, and so I'm not going to ask you how the GK was. Ha, undoubtedly the other sections surprised a lot, so that doesn't mean that those who are other people didn't get surprised from those sections. You and other people who are on the same particular platform, so just make sure don't get confused, don't get demoralized, don't get depressed, right? You know the rule is quite simple, that move on. You have 7 good days to revise your content, 7 good days to gain the proper confidence to crack CLAT, 7 good days to be there where you want, right? So utilize those 7 days in such a manner that there are no distractions, there are no negativity, there are more and more productivity, and there are more and more revision and more gaining confidence. That's it. Right. So I hope I'm clear with what I'm telling you. Oh, hello Shreya. Good evening. Right. So let's start what we are having. Okay, for today. So the first topic we are going to discuss is World's AIDS Day. Yes, recently we had seen this particular international United Nations UN AIDS to hit, right, which is going to deal with the entire acquired immunodeficiency syndrome scenario, HIV scenario of the world, right? So they have actually published a report in which they said India has done a very remarkable work when it comes to ART, that is antiretroviral therapy, right? This is the therapy that is used to treat the patients who are infected with the HIV, right? And India did really well in the meantime. Like when this was a COVID scenario and all other thing, there was some shortage regarding the medicine for the ART, but for now that is okay, that is concerned, and that is going well. And apart from this, they had published certain report that is showing approximate 38.4 million, that is 3.84 crore people are living with HIV, out of which 1.7 million, that is 17 lakhs, are children, and 54% are the people with the women and girls scenario, right? And some other particular data was there. Whenever we are having a day, you know, whenever we are having a national or international day, which actually comes in elite as well, right? So there are some particular questions. The first one is date, the second one is theme, right? The third one is what is the organization that take care of this particular awareness day. Then if we are having any national institution regarding to it, if it is an international day, right? And some ministerial or some office holders, that is the direct question, simple one. So before we move, there are some technical terminologies which you have to know, that ART is the therapy for the HIV treatment. Still, it's not treatable, but it can be restrained. Okay. Number two, they directly go for CD4, CD8 particular cells of white blood cells, which are responsible for fighting against the external agents, which we call infection. You know? So these are some technical terms you should know. And let's move. So the first question is World AIDS Day is observed on which of the following day every year? The options are 1st of December, 2nd of December, 30th of November, 29th of November. Ah, Kaveri already there. Very good, Kaveri. Shreya Ali, very good. Yes, the correct answer is 1st of December. Starting from 1960-70, when people started recognizing this particular disease, infection, right? After 1890, the World Health Organization decided that we should have an awareness day regarding this. We should have a goal to eradicate majority of infection methods and all other things. So 1st of December was decided as the World's AIDS Day. On this very day, the people go, the organizations and governments make a certain program and arrangement to spread awareness about it and all other things. Moving on, what was the theme of World AIDS Day 2022? So, what was the theme of World AIDS Day 2022? The options are erase it, raising awareness, equalize, or none of the above. Very good. Vishrit is saying, Shreya is saying C. Vishrit is saying B. Shreya is saying equalize. Sanskriti said B, that is raising awareness. Ali is saying C, that is equalize. Anyone else? Yes, the correct answer is equalize. Okay, themes are like, if I'll tell you, the themes are those kind of motto or objective, right? Through which the program is going to be driven. Right, so this year we had the theme for the equalize, and they are going to have the program, they are going to have the setup around this particular motive. Okay, moving on. In which of the following year did the HIV and AIDS Prevention and Control Act was passed in India? We had National AIDS Control Organization from the very beginning of 20th century, 21st century, right? But there was a proper act known as HIV and AIDS Prevention and Control Act that was passed in India, which in which the state and central government combinedly were supposed to work and fight against the infection, and they were supposed to take care of the people who got infected. Right, so the options are 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Shreya is saying D, that's 2017. Anyone else? Okay, is it very hard? Or you just hear it for the very first time? Anyone else? Vishit is saying C, that's 2016. Okay, the correct answer is 2017. The correct answer is 2017. I have given you a brief introduction. Let's move to the next question that we are having. Right. Who is currently holding the portfolio of Union Minister of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare? A very important portfolio when it comes to Union Ministry and Cabinet one. The options are Dr. Kavita Gotru, Dr. Nikhilesh Chandra, Dr. Mansukh Mandviya, S.K. Barwa. Oh, bhai sahab. C option, C option. The correct answer is option number C. Dr. Mansukh Mandviya is the one that is holding the portfolio of Cabinet Union Minister of Ministry of Family and Health and Family Welfare. Okay. चले आगे टॉपिक की तरफ. The next topic is Artemis 1. Okay, remember like a historic day in the mankind that somebody stepped foot on the moon, and we don't know after what happened, like from last 50 years, if we will try to find out, right, from last almost 50 years, no country, whether it is Russian Federal Space Agency or the National Aeronautic and Space Administration, or Chinese National Space Administration, or European Space Agency, even ISRO, they didn't wanted any sort of improvement in that moon program or moon landing program. But suddenly, some of our organizations like China is there, NASA is there, India is there, they are European Space Agency is there. They just wanted to go back to the moon. They just wanted to have certain more research, right? So they started sending the unmanned vehicles, the unmanned orbiters, the unmanned rovers to get the idea and all other thing. But for now, the recently we had seen the Artemis 1, which is one of the particular multi-billion-dollar rocket and space shuttle that is going to go for the moon, and then after that they are going to send the men in the moon so that we can have more and more data. So why I get this particular thing in our today's session, you have seen the exam of NLU Delhi, right? You definitely find the space, science, and technology, right? And this was a continuous pattern. Like if you are going through the elite paper, previous elite paper, you will find science was one of the sections that was never absent, even in current affairs or the like a static setup, static part, right? Similarly, when we are seeing CLAT, if you will see the last CLAT, you can see a direct passage regarding the space program. So that is the reason I decided to go with that. We are going to have questions related to other space agencies and our own Indian Space Research Organization as well. Right. So if we are getting some sort of technical passage, space-based or scientific passage, some scientific term that you should know, and that's okay. They are not going to ask you the specific escape velocity concept. They are not going to ask you about the new technology or rocket propulsion. They're just going to ask you simple facts. So let's move to the questions directly. Ah, question number one. Which of the following space agency is associated with Artemis 1? The options are ISRO, NASA, CNSA, European Space Agency. So ESA is European Space Agency, CNSA is Chinese National Space Administration, NASA, ISRO, you know. Okay, so Ali said B, Gauri said B, Shreya, NASA, Sanskriti B, Shreya B, Ashiti Singh C, that is CNSA. The correct answer is NASA. The correct answer is NASA. Right, they are actually resuming the moon program precisely from this particular space shuttle or like space flight. Moving on, how many phases are there in Artemis 1? The question is a bit, how many phases are there in the Artemis program? Right, the options are 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Vishwit is saying C, that's 5. Tanu is saying B, that's 4. Anyone else? Ali, Parmeshwari, Gauri, Shreya, Sanskriti, anyone? Ali is saying A with a question mark. That's a kind of fluke. No, or you are not confirmed. Okay, okay, wala scene, right? Okay. Correct answer is option number A. The correct answer is option number A. See, you cannot send a direct flight to moon having like lots of astronauts. So you are going to check whether you are again available with that sort of technology. Then you are going to send some sort of machinery, and you will check the weather condition, the atmosphere, and whatever your objective is. Like if you want to settle down at moon, if you want to make a workplace or workstation. So even though you need to have some phases, so the first phase is a flight, second phase is with some technical expertise, the third phase is going to the one in which the astronauts are going to be there. So there are three phases of Artemis program of NASA. Okay, moving on. According to the current news from NASA, the final phase of Artemis is scheduled at in which of the following year? Sanskriti, try to improve your picture quality. Right, from being my side, my connection seems to be great. Right, yeah, I am like connected with that 5 gigahertz condition, and the speed is also good. So try to improve your like picture quality from your video from your side. So the final phase of Artemis is scheduled at in which of the following year? The options are 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. Answer. Okay, Ali is saying C, that's 2025. Shreya is saying B, that's 2024. Vishnu is saying C, that's 2025. Anything else? No? The correct answer is 2025. Yes, this is the expected date release from the NASA, right? Expected year in which they will get all the data that they require for a space flight with men, right? And it is again like for now that is 2025, but it may get delayed. For example, this Artemis 1, right? This was supposed to go for a flight in September. Before that, it was July. So they can do that. So from current news, that is 2025. That phase 3 will be completed, right? Moving on. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO has developed a spacecraft for carrying astronauts to the space as a part of which of the following ambitious project? So we are actually talking about the ISRO's project for the astronauts traveling to the space. The options are Gaganyaan, Buddhayaan, Shukrayaan, Mangalyaan. Come on, a very easy one, and this is like all set to take flight by 2023. A very important one. Shreya is saying A, Gauri said A, Vishwit is saying A, Sanskriti said A. Everyone is saying A. The correct answer is option number A. The space, like astronaut related space flight is associated with the Gaganyaan. The Shukrayaan is something that is associated with the Venus space exploration program, right? And Mangalyaan, you know about Mars. See, Buddh, that is standing for Mercury, right? But I'm pretty sure for now there is no further development for Buddhayaan, and it's just a kind of like one of the particular project that is in pipeline. But Shukrayaan and Mangalyaan already the ISRO started working. So don't forget about it. The space flight with astronaut, that is Gaganyaan, right? The Shukrayaan is associated with the Venus exploration program. Mangalyaan, you know, right? Is there any particular development in the research of Sun? Is there any space project that ISRO is working that is going to take care of the research of Sun? Anyone? Ali, they are planning it for 2024. Hope for the best. They are. It is not supposed to get delayed. Sorry, Gauri said Adit. That is Aditya L1, right? Aditya L1 mission. It is associated with it is a solar mission that is going to take care of the research of solar exploration. That is Sun. Okay. Don't forget these particular name. They are very important. Okay. Moving on. So these were the two passages that we discussed. The simple reason behind the discussion was that you should not forget about the technical stuff, scientific stuff regarding this, the newses. Let's move to the objective questions. Question number one: the climate investment opportunities in India's schooling sector. The report was launched by which of the following organization? The options are right, UNESCO, World Bank, World Economic Forum, Niti Aayog. Okay, okay, Pooja, that's good. hope everything was good and hope all of you end up in the good law schools. Okay, so Sanskriti is saying B, that's World Bank. Okay, so BBC, that's World Economic Forum. Anyone else? You did not heard that particular term that soon by the 2030, India is going to experience the heat wave that's going to surpass the human survivability limit. That the kind of heat wave India is going to face, the humans are not going to survive. Right. So this was a report known as Climate Investment Opportunities in India's cooling sector. Right. And this was launched by World Bank with the partnership of state Kerala. Right. And in this particular report, right, was this they said that by 2030 India is going to face that sort of heat wave in that we are not going to survive. So there is a cooling sector for India which is having huge opportunity for investment and all other things. So this was something that was talked between them, between the government of Kerala and World Bank. Ali, from being my side, that seems to be fine. Okay, so I'm telling the questions and option. I'll say and you listen and then you answer. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Pooja. Who won the title of Time Magazine's Person of the Year 2022? So, who was the Time Person of the Year 2022? That's the question. The options are Greta Thunberg, Joe Biden, Volodymyr Zelensky, Elon Musk. Very easy one, I guess. No? Okay, Parmeshwari said C. Shreya is saying C. That is Zelensky. Ali is saying Zelensky. Gauri said C. Everyone is saying C. Yeah, the correct answer is option number C. Right. Okay. Now the thing is, he's a Ukrainian president, and the theme of this particular Person of the Year edition, right, was the spirit of Ukraine. And the Volodymyr Zelensky is awarded as the Person of the Year for his effort, who just like decided not to quit or not to suppress themselves in front of a big power like Russia. So he is being awarded as the Person of the Year by Time Magazine. Okay, moving on. Who has been officiated as a new chairman of Rajya Sabha? Right, so who has taken the chair of new chairman of Rajya Sabha? The options are Jagdeep Dhankar, Piyush Goyal, Virendra Kumar, Giriraj Singh. Very easy question, no? Hmm? Yeah, the correct answer is option number A. He is our vice president, right? And you are aware about this. The vice president is ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. A bit थोड़ा सा confusion है. Speaker is in Lok Sabha, the chairman is in Rajya Sabha, right? Yeah. So from being my side, try to make a list. Actually, I have given you the homework before this, right? To get all the major officials of the parliament, like who's leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, who's the leader in ruling, who's the speaker, who's the chairman, who's the deputy speaker, who's the deputy chairman, right? Vice president, president, some other particular thing. So make a list, like the kind of appointment and office would like ALET has asked. I don't know. They can ask. Like, moving on. Which movie has won the Spotlight Award at the Hollywood Critics Association? So, which of the following movie has won the Spotlight Award at the Hollywood Critics Association? The options are RRR, Bahubali, Sitaramam, KGF. Okay, my God, look at the answers. Oh. Anyone else? Yeah, the correct answer is option number A, RRR. And his director, S.S. Rajamouli, he won the Best Director Award, right, at the New York Film Critics Circle, right, and RRR won the seventh Spotlight Award in Hollywood Critic Association, and undoubtedly it was a good film, great film. I liked it very much, and KGF is also my favorite. So yeah, don't worry, don't worry. I'll give you the list after Clat. Go ahead, watch all the movies. Right, good. Moving on. Uh, the first G20 Sherpa meeting under India's presidency is organized in which of the following city? So the first G20 Sherpa meeting under the India's presidency, you are aware about the G20 presidency that is now belonging to India from the 1st of December. So the first meeting, Sherpa meeting held at which of the following city? Options are Jaipur, Udaipur, New Delhi, Lucknow. I started getting answers. That's B, C, C, B, Udaipur, C. Anyone else? No? It was Rajasthan, but not sure. The correct answer is Udaipur. The correct answer is Udaipur. Yes, the lake city of Udaipur. That is the place where this particular 4 days session started, right? And from 4th of December, I guess. Yes, there were the representative of 19 countries, including the European Union, and some other initiatives were the discussion part and all other things. So yes, and the presiding officer, yes, Shreya, thank you. The presiding officer with Sherpa was Amitabh Kant. Right, moving on. Which country has assumed UNSC presidency for the December 2022? Right. Which country has assumed UNSC presidency for the December 2022? The options are India, Ireland, Mexico, United Arab Emirates. Come on. A, A. Everybody is saying India. Yes, the correct answer is option number A. That's India. Okay, so for 1 month or for December, from December 1st, actually, India will assume the presidency of United Nations Security Council, right? And for 1 month, we will be president, and this is, I guess, second time in this particular tenure that India is holding the presidency for a month of United Nations Security Council. India is having a term that is going to end soon, right? And India becomes the part-time member, right? Okay. So the last year, it was August 2021 when we had this uh, um, presidency of United Nations. Okay, so this time, this is the second time in the same term. Okay, okay, moving on. Who has won Mumbai's Dharavi redevelopment project with the 5,069 crore bids? So who's going to take care of the redevelopment of Dharavi slum area of Mumbai? Right, the options are Adani Group, Tata Group, DLF, Aditya Birla. Come on. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Good. Adani Group. Adani Group. C. That's DLF. Correct answer is option number A. Adani Group. Right. Approximately 260 hectare Dharavi redevelopment project belongs to Adani Group. And if I'm not wrong, that's going to be like close to 2.5 square kilometer area that is currently over there, which is going to be taken care of at the first phase. And the redevelopment project's bid is won by the Adani Group. So he is going to take this particular group is going to take care of the Dharavi area. Okay, moving on. Which airline will be merged with Tata owned Air India by March 2024? So recently Tata bought Air India, right? Now they are buying another one. So which is the one that is going to merge with Tata owned Air India by March 2024? The options are Indigo, SpiceJet, Go First, Vistara. So I started getting answers. That's A, D, 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 A, D, D, D. Right, the correct answer is option number D, Vistara. Yes, so Tata owned Air India, Singapore Airline, and Tata Group have agreed to merge the Air India and Vistara by 2024. Right, so this is going to be this is like one of the particular phase where they are going to have the approval of other different bodies, and it will be completed by March 2024. So Vistara is now going to be owned by Tata. Right, moving on. Which company has launched India's first private rocket launch pad at Sriharikota? Which company has launched India's first private rocket launch pad at Sriharikota? Right. The options are Skyroot Aerospace Limited, Dhruva Space, Bellatrix Aerospace, Agnikul Cosmos. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay. Answer it. I'm waiting. Mm-hmm. Okay, did I ask about the first particular private company to launch a rocket at space? That is Vikram S. We are talking. We are talking about which country has launched India's first private rocket launch pad. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Just think about it. I didn't ask for direct question that is associated with the rocket launch, right? The question is the correct answer is Agnikul Cosmos. Right. Yes. This has set the first ever private launch pad by the Sriharikota, which was inaugurated by ISRO chairman itself, S. Somnath, Dr. S. Somnath. Right. Skyroot Aerospace is the one that is going to that has sent the rocket. Right. So there is a different thing. These things are different. Launch pad is a place through like from where you launch rockets. The rocket which is launched, it can be launched from anywhere. The first private rocket is launched by Skyroot Aerospace. So okay. So सभी के सभी घर में बैठ के शपथ लें like have some like I took a note that I will read the question very positively and with very calm mind, and I'll read all the options as well before answering the question. Right. Let's move to the last one. Who is said to become the first woman president of Indian Olympic Association IOA? So is said to become, I guess she assumed the charge. Okay, so who is the first women president of Indian Olympic Association? The options are Karnam Malleshwari, Arju Bobby George, MD Valsamma, or PT Usha. I guess very easy one. Yes or no? This is like, if I'm not wrong, there is like close to 100 years of history of Indian Olympic Association, if I'll calculate the British era as well. Right, so 95, 96 years is there. This is the very first time when a woman has assumed the office of president of Indian Olympic Association, that is PT Usha. And I'm pretty sure the first Olympian, the first international medalist, PT Usha, don't need any sort of introduction from my side, right? So I'm pretty sure that you are going to take care of it. So this is it from my side for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I hope you guys took a lot of confidence with that. Just make sure to read question properly. Sometimes you just know the answer, but with the help with the like overconfidence you can call it, or you can call it the excitement, you always mark the wrong answer. Don't do that. Number one. Number two, elite is over, right? So no exam, whether it is elite, right, or whether it is like other exam, okay, you are not supposed to put it into the mind whether that is good or not. The CLAT is an independent exam that is having the different strategy. that is having the different kind of preparation that needs. So chill out, right? Be positive, be productive. Try to utilize these 7 days as much as you can, right? Positively, and do not compromise with your health at all, right? Okay, so yes, Ali, thank you. Okay, so Grand Slams tournament. See, there are four Grand Slams. Write it down. See who won the male category, who won the female category, who won the doubles. The end of story. Right, number one. Number two, I got a question for the last minute revision or last minute nervousness. But say I tell you there is just 120 minute for everyone. Right, you have to be firm. I'm not sure what is the English word for Besharam. Right. Yeah. You have to be Besharam when you are in the exam. So you are having some five sections. You are supposed to kill all the five sections. You are supposed to go for those kind of timing which you are not supposed to suppress, or you are not supposed to compromise. So if you have decided that I'm going to give only 10 minutes to GK section, so you're not supposed to exceed it. You have the watch, you have the time, you have the watch in your examination hall. Go with that. Right. So be besharam, be shameless, be akhar, right? And do not like feel like yes, there is anything that is going to disturb me. You don't need to be nervous. Have you ever seen like a shameless person or besharam person being nervous? Have you seen our politicians lying in front of you in the mic, and they are ever kind of nervous? No. So be like that. Okay. Just make sure this is your time, this is your 120 minute. Nobody is going to steal that 120 minute from you. And you have to utilize that one particular 120 minute very productively, very well. Right? The last minute nervousness is something which is for those people who did not work hard for the exam. You have studied the exam well, right? You have worked hard. You don't need to get nervous. Right. Yeah, bilkul. I still remember that incident. I mean, there was this one student who was giving the exam. He's an analyst now, right? And the invigilators were talking about some personal problems like "mere babu ne thana nahi thaya" kind of. And he was getting disturbed, and he just said, "Ki sir, if you want to discuss your personal problem, right, you can go outside the classroom. I'm getting disturbed." So be there, right? Nobody is going to take those 120 minutes, your hard work. Nobody is going to take like any sort of knowledge that you are having. So just be there, just be present over there. Try to put all your hard work into that. You will definitely crack the exam. No last minute nervousness from my side. Right. So this is it from my side. I wish you and all your loved one a good health, good mental health. Stay productive, stay positive. Try to utilize these 7 days for CLAT very well. Right. Do not compromise with your health. And all the very best for your exam. I hope you do your best. Right. So this is it from my side. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. मिलते हैं जल्दी से एग्जाम का. Good night.